One of the biggest issues that small businesses have is trying to find valuable leads that turn into healthy sales. And I'm guessing that's why you're here watching this video. Now, you might have tried several of these apps, and that's great because they're all good at what they do. But what they don't do is tell you how to do it. What they don't do is give you the necessary support as a small business. Now, to use those apps effectively, you've got to be able and willing to pay the high ticket prices to get the training and the onboarding that they recommend. Without it, you're kind of left fumbling in the dark, trying to figure out what it is that you are meant to be doing. But there are solutions, different methods, and different software that you can try. And in this video, I'm going to break down 5 steps that you should be taking using software such as Sales Ember, which is a version of Go High Level, in order to find better leads and nurture your customers into sales. So, step 1, social. Now, social has been around for a really long time. I remember back before Facebook, I can't even remember the name of the platform. And back then, we used to get massive reach anytime that we put out a single post. And it's just not the same now. And I know there's going to be people out there telling you that social's dead and you shouldn't be using it and you should be doing this, that, and whatever. And all they're doing is trying to sell you a different product or service. Social is still massive. And in order to get that reach, what you got to do is just make sure that you're aligned with your target customer, that you're talking about the things that they want to hear, and you're not consistently using it as a sales pitch. You wouldn't believe the amount of digital marketing companies that I see just putting out sales after sales after sales after sales without ever giving their information, giving their prospect or their viewer on social media reasons to trust them, reasons to build a relationship. And you need to be doing exactly the same with your social media. You need to understand your target audience. You need to understand your messaging, understand what they want, and find a way to communicate with them. You've got LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, X. You've got so many different channels that you can be using. Oh, Google and YouTube as well. That you can pretty much cover your target audience wherever they might be. So, social media is still a very powerful place to be. Next, landing pages. And this is where people definitely fall down, is by not having the right landing pages in place in order to convert the people that view them into people that submit their details. Now, the great thing about a landing page is it's different to your website. Now, a website is really good for when someone goes to it and they get to look around and see what's going on and figure stuff out, who you are and what you offer and things like that. But with a landing page, what you want is you want just one call to action. You don't want to be competing against yourself. You don't want like menus up here and a click through here and a click through there, and they all go to different places. And it gives the person too many options, too many things to consider that they'll never actually go through and do it. So when someone lands on your landing page, it's yes or no. That's all they have to make a decision on. Yes, I will submit my details. No, I will not. And when you give them that decision, they are more likely to say yes. They probably were going to say yes on your website. It's just that they got distracted. And we all do. We all love rabbit holes. And your customers are exactly the same. So landing pages are really important to make sure that they only get to make one decision, yes or no, based on that thing you're offering. Yes, you can worry about not being able to tell them all the million things that you get to do, and maybe they want something else. If they do, nurture them a different way with a different campaign that brings them to that landing page that's relevant for that. But your landing page should be based around one thing. Once you got them there, they are going to submit their details, so you capture them. You capture their email address, definitely, and if you can, their telephone number. Now, you really have to think about the telephone number. By asking them for a telephone number makes it harder for that person to give their details. They are unlikely to do it, but those that do submit their telephone number are more inclined to buy from you because they're giving you that extra piece of information because they trust you that little bit more already. Third is your nurturing. You know, if the landing page people are falling down on, you know, because you're sending them to your website and giving them too many options, what do you do when you do collect their information? How do you nurture them? I know 90% of the people never follow up on the email addresses that they have, ever, which is like so weird, because you've got someone that has given you their information and saying, I want to know more information and I trust you and what you offer is relevant to me, and you just don't follow up. But if you've got an automatic nurturing campaign, so when someone's email details or phone number gets submitted into the system, what happens is it triggers out email one, and then the next day email two, and the next day email three, and it works its way along. Now, you might be thinking, well, I'm not getting anyone, so why should I waste time building that up? I get that. So just build up the first couple of steps and see how many people you get in, and then you can continue to build as you go along, working with those people at the front of that nurture process. Now, your nurture process doesn't have to be long, but what it does have to do is guide that person to booking a call with you. And this works whether they came from social media or a networking event, or through a referral, however they came. You need to make sure that your automation is set up for that person, for the information that they want. So it's relevant to how they came in to your nurturing sequence. Now, what you are going to do, as I said, is nurture them to book a call with you. So the first one going out could be, thanks for your interest. Here's the information that you asked for. Hope you go well. Number two can be, how did that information go? Do you need anything else? And ask them a question which they can respond to. And you give them a little bit more information all time till you get to about email 5 and say, how about we go through it in person? How about you book a Zoom with me or a call with me, and I'll give you the answers to your questions? Because that's the whole point, is getting them on the phone or in a Zoom meeting. And if they don't book that call and you've got their telephone number, give them a call anyway. Most people don't do it, but give them a call. They've been prepped, primed, they know about you, and they are in a perfect position to have a conversation. Number four is to convert. If you're not naturally a salesperson, then this can come difficult. But if you have done the other steps, if you have created good social, if you have created good landing pages, if you've created a brilliant nurture sequence, and by the way, in order for all this to happen, you haven't had to put any more effort in apart from creating the one-time stuff. So social media posts you do daily anyway. It's just about tweaking it and aligning it better. But once that landing page is up, it's up. Once that email sequence is up, it's up, and you never have to tweak it again. Unless you look at the analytics and see that you can make things slightly different and continue to increase them. But this next bit, convert. Once you've got all that set up properly and you've built trust, the conversion is never easier. Honestly, it's not. When you make that phone call with them, they have already 80% of the time made a decision to already buy from you. That's how strong things are. When people accept a call or make a call with you, they are already 80% of the way through that commitment process. So all you have to do is get them over the line. Now, quite often people say, I'm not ready to buy. That's fine. Put them back into another nurture sequence and keep them nurtured to book a call with you when they are. But guaranteed the majority will be there, and when done right, will buy from you. So that's the conversion process. Now, step 5 is reviews. So once they've bought from you, you can automate your review process in Sales Ember or Go High Level. And what this means is it fires out a review request for them to fill in your Google review. If they don't fill it in, it sends out another request to follow up. You can keep doing this until they actually complete that review. Now, once they've completed it, it will auto update your website if you're using the integration correctly. And it will place it in your dashboard, and you can automatically use it in email marketing or social media as well. And I said, this process of sending out the reviews, along with everything else that I've mentioned, can be done in Sales Ember, including using the social media schedule to create recurring posts going out, so you can constantly keep your social media fresh with content going out every day. So those are the 5 steps that you should be taking in order to find better leads, those that are wanting to buy, and those that can be nurtured and sold or converted into customers with ease. And that can all be done by using the right software. Now, when you pick your software, if you're picking something like Sales Ember, the great thing is it comes with the coaching, the advice, the videos, the ability to contact us and work through workflows and talk things out and the logic of everything whenever you want. And if you're picking a different one, you need to make sure that the consultancy is there for that. All these pieces of software are slightly different, but pretty much in the main, they kind of do the same things. High level is more advanced than most because of how quickly and how much it's developed and the team behind it. But it comes down to the support more than anything else. The support that you are going to be given when you sign up to that piece of software. And if you want to know more, I will help you. So the best thing that you can do now is click the links in the description and head over to the software, to Sales Ember, and sign up for a free trial or grab a free demo call with myself or one of my team members. And we will walk through with you exactly what the software can do and answer your questions. It's a powerful piece of software and you really should take advantage of it if you want to boost your business and gain more sales, easier sales, sales that will convert from the leads that you have coming into your business.